Hello everybody, it's Scripps. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a 22-year-old artist, and today I'm going to show you just how much my art has improved within 4 years. So for this challenge, I like to draw my same two characters, Chloe and Joey, who I've had since probably I was 12 years old, and I'd like to draw them in the same position. Clothing changes and my style evolves, so that's about it. Let's get into it. This first piece was created in 2021, and I had shown a process of me doing the 2021 to 2022 change on my old channel. I think at the time I was heavily influenced by deep purple shadows I saw that other people did in their art, and I was trying to do like the traditional Instagram pretty girl thingy. I don't know why I drew this really specifically, but there's a lot of old trademarks that I forgot I used to do in my art that I remember now. I used to forget the forehead. I remember the forehead, but I used to forget the skull space, and necks were thick and long, and shoulders were not as broad as they should be. I would not draw arms as fat as they should be, but I would also keep them to their sides so that I would be able to avoid drawing hands. I think I was almost there with the fundamentals. In 2020, I had started to study a lot and also simplify my style a lot. So there was a lot of things that ended up being missing. But yeah, if I were to draw this now, I know it wouldn't look like this at all. The styles that these girls have are still pretty similar. Love that I did the cheetah print thingy. I don't think I have done something like that now. I think I would try to manufacture it by my hand when I should really just get a free pattern online. I tried to do shading that really isn't my style now, so made for a lot of ugly stuff, and I think even the colors that their skin tones aren't even what I would do now. It's just like so crazy to see how much my art has changed, and also I'm really cringing at the hairline. I put this background in to add to it, but I don't know how much it did. Now, this next piece I created was in 2022. It was for my YouTube channel, and I also wanted to do it because I wanted to see how much I had grown. I look at this and I think I remember exactly how I felt after I finished it, which was clearly I had grown, but not in the direction I wanted to. So by that I mean the art is still feeling really underdeveloped. I experimented a lot in a way that I don't know that I should have. I think I was trying to showcase all the new skills that I was learning and trying to incorporate into my art, but it wasn't things I had really felt comfortable with. So instead of it being like a style change, it was just me experimenting, and it shouldn't have been that. I think I like in the sketch her face more than in the final result. Chloe, I mean. Joey was always really hard for me to draw at this time. I don't know why. The hand was incredibly hard for me to draw, and I messed up in terms of that. Yeah, it just ended up being me trying to do something that I really wasn't able to do, I think. I always change Joey's pose, I think. I always feel like I hate the first sketch that I do of her. This time around, I think I'm gonna get it right, so fingers crossed, everybody. I swear I can draw her now. I don't know. It's weird because this is like my mascot. Her character is my mascot. So not getting her right makes me feel so weird because it's like you can't draw yourself. I guess, yeah. Yeah, but everything about this felt stiff and wrong, and yeah. I don't remember what liner I was using either. I'm glad I started using my own liners, and I feel more comfortable with them. And also, just anatomy's off in general, and rendering isn't what I want it to be. I also feel like they're supposed to be taking a picture or they're supposed to be interacting with each other, and I couldn't really pick one, and it could have been both, you know what I mean? I feel like I used a reference image, or I didn't, and maybe that's why it's so bad. But I think I'm going to use a reference image for this one, which is another thing I know I did back then, but maybe not as much as I needed to. if that makes sense. I think I was also doing the like forearm curve way too obviously. Like unless she had a muscular bicep, it really wouldn't make much sense. I thought I just lost my Apple Pencil, but it was like right next to me, just on the other side. Sorry, random tangent. But I always like lose my Apple Pencil, and it's never really lost. I'm so bad at keeping track of it. Yeah, it's just so weird to see that at a point in time my art looked like this, and I tried to add some lighting to make it cute and everything. And yeah, this piece is not for the redraw, but it was made in 2013, so I thought that 2013, 2023. So I thought, why not add it to show another development? Because in the middle of all this, we're kind of missing 2023. Since I didn't do it that year, I don't know why I didn't. I do really have. I love this piece, if I'm being honest. There's a lot of things that I don't like about it, but I also just really love it. There's something about the style that I did that feels really cute and feels like an estimate of what I was trying to get at that time that I thought was so hard to achieve. I remember doing a lot of studies of how people would render their characters, being influenced by certain artists like etc. art, and there's this one other person that I can't put my thumb on right now that I really want to remember. Tiny Angry Ghost on Instagram. They were another person I was really influenced by at the time. And yeah, it's weird to see how I used to do my line art. I don't do it like that anymore now. And I feel like I still drew my heads a little too big and my shoulders a little too small. But ultimately, it's cute. This is also when Witch's Brew took place in school? High school or something? I don't really remember. But I feel like once you get out of high school, like it's hard to write about it or remember that time or want to write about it. So I changed it now. They work in a cafe, but I haven't been writing that as much. Also, it was such a struggle to do it at the time, but now I can do that side shadow thing so easily. I really like how I erased the lines and replaced it. Kind of want to bring that back, but again, this isn't supposed to be about experimentation. It's about what my current process is like, how it's changed, how my art has evolved. I really do like the shading though. That is something I wish I kept. I don't shade as much anymore. It's really minimal. Reason being, I suck at lighting into. Like, yeah, I suck at lighting, but also sometimes I just, like, it's not the look I'm going for. But I really do love this with all my heart. I always forget highlights as well. Ended up adding some chromatic aberration, and that was it. Let's get into this final piece because it is the year 2024, and how do I draw now? Okay, so for this final piece, usually I start off with a reference. Now I use references way more often, especially when I'm doing interaction, because I want it to look more accurate. As always, I draw the head way bigger than it's supposed to be, and I continue to shrink it down, but I try to remember all the anatomy and stuff based on the pose and also insert my characters into it. Now with this piece, I'm not 100% satisfied. I think I wanted to do Chloe's face in a different position and also have her hair styled differently, but I ended up going more true to the reference because I didn't want to stumble and mess up even more. So there's a bunch of different variants I might want to do, and maybe I'll post that on my Instagram or something. Yeah, but then I started to work on Joey, and as always, I always want Joey's face to look better. And it's more recently that I'm drawing her with her new haircut because she's supposed to mimic me, and I shaved my head off. So I feel like I have some difficulty with that, just a little bit. But in the end, I ended up making it work. I also want to push myself to just start drawing more full body pieces as the years go on. But for now, I think it's pretty good what I did. I don't know. I started feeling weird about how I lined Joey's eyes specifically. But in the end, I left it that way. It was bothering me a lot, so I stepped back and I took a break from working on it, and then I came back the next day and finished the rest of the coloring. I made sure to include yellow because her piece is supposed to be like yellow motif, and then I think Chloe's is pink. I think Zoe's is meant to be orange, and yeah, then I have a bunch of different colors for all the girls. I think Jake is blue. I don't know why I decided to do that, but there's just one singular color that I feel really embodies their aura and their spirit and just their overall personality. So Joey, and my favorite color is yellow, so I put Joey's as yellow. I also added a lot of noise to this piece because I found this trick online and I really started liking it, where you put noise and you put 3 different layers: chromatic, overlay, chromatic. No, not that. Sorry, color burn, color dodge, and overlay. So tell me which one you love the most, which year you love the most. I personally still really like last year's, but I don't know. Like, is it weird to say I think I like 2023 better? Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.